Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, this video is a Saturday night tournament, and it's a little bit shorter than a normal tournament. It's only 5 hours versus the full 8, and it's for the Happy Hookers Tour that I fish, and it was an open tournament, so we had a few people in there that were checking out the club. So I think we got a couple more members out of it, so that's really cool. So anyway, it starts out with we were kind of dodging storms in the beginning, right out of the gate. I was trying to avoid where some of the storms, the radar said the storms were coming in on the west side of the lake, so I went over to the east side of the lake, and as soon as I got there, it was still blue skies, kind of partly cloudy, but man, lightning hit right in front of me. Actually, it's on the video. So I went in for like an hour and let the storms pass. Some people went further down the lake and they stayed out, but I just don't mess around with lightning. So you can see it was right in front of me, and it was on the good part of the lake. So I said, it's just not for me. I'm going in. I sat under the shelter for a while, and then as soon as looked like it was cleared up enough, I went back out. Now, when I went back out, I went to the area where it looked like I went to the west side of the lake where it was clearing up from, hoping it would just stay that way all day. And it did. I didn't have to go back in again. Didn't have any lightning strikes around me anymore. So, that was a good call. The one thing the storms did do is keep me from going to my primary area. This was on Lake Griffin, and I have a couple good areas there that I always do well, always catch some big fish on, and I couldn't get to them. Seems like the storm was just staying right over it, and there was some lightning in the storm that was staying over it, so I just had to stay away. And even at the end of the day, I tried to go over there, and the storm was right on top of it, so I just didn't even stay there. I didn't even go over there, so who knows what would have happened. But anyway, so when I went over to the other side, on the west side, I was fishing, and I found myself in the middle of a bunch of hydrilla. And it was really thick. You could almost walk on it, but it was a lot. I've been there before, but it was a lot thicker than it was the last time. All right, so as I found myself with all this hydrilla around me, I just started fishing toward the edge. I put my trolling motor up on the deck. I didn't even have it down. I raised the big motor so the wind was pushing me. So I would kind of lift up the trolling motor, get some momentum, and let it just go. And you can see when I get to the edge, I started to see some birds, I started to see some bait fish, and then as soon as the hydrilla broke up, boom, I caught my first one. So that was really cool. And then I had to fish around a little bit, but then eventually I found a little hot spot, and I took out the Kitech swim bait, and it's I think they call it a Kitech Easy Shiner, and they have it in like gold and they have it in silver, which looks like a shad color. I've been catching a bunch of fish on those, so I mean, give those a shot. I don't have any sponsorship or pro staff with them or anything. They're just a really cool little bait. They're good for trailers, but just putting them on a weighted jig head. I use the VMC jig head. There's something about it. You can see I'm fishing it with the hook out. This isn't a weedless bait, but the way that the nose of that VMC jig head is, when it comes up to hydrilla, if the hydrilla is clean, you can actually pull it out and it won't catch it. So you'll see me taking that grass, and then you'll see me getting the bite right after. It was like clockwork every time. When I got the bite, I always had to be, tweaking that bait a little bit, and it would happen right after. So that was pretty cool. But that's a really good setup. So give that a shot. And of course, the speed worm showed up. My first fish came on a topwater speed worm, which is basically a speed worm with no weight, and I just buzzed it across the top. And then I upgraded with the speed worm with a 1/8 ounce weight. The Mega Vibe from Bitters is what I use, but the bigger speed worms is what was helping me. And when I get around that hydrilla that's submerged, the speed worms just never let me down. I try other things, but the speed worm seems to always get them if they're biting. So, other than that, I missed a few bites, but I don't think they were giant, so I don't really know. My weight came in between 9 and 10 pounds. It was 9 something. Unfortunately, the 16 won, so I needed a couple 5s, a couple 4s. I needed another 8 pounds, and I just didn't have it. So that's just the way it goes, and that's why we go back out. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Tight lines. Like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. And that's it. Take care. Bye. you calling the numbers? I'm boat 1, just so you know. So when you call it, I'm going. Yeah, you always got to play by the rules.
Yeah, because there's people in there that are like number 3, and then that's going to be...
I'm not even prepared. All right, guys. Good luck. Have a good day. Yeah, I'm one. Y'all have a good day. Night, whatever. Let's see what happens. Oh, don't do that. There's a lot of hydrilla right here, a little more than I thought. So I'm going to try to just go until I find the edge, and hopefully we will find them. My other spot has got a lot of wind on it. It's a little close to that storm down there. There's a lot of hydrilla right here, a little more than I thought. Try to just go until I find the edge, and hopefully I should come up to a... Alright, there's some birdies. I know they're there. Edge. Look at all these bait fish. I don't know if you can see them down there, but they're everywhere. Come on, somebody swirl, somebody do something. We are about to be around them. Alright, come here, fishy. baby. I got a baby. Oh, it's not. Go ahead. Something big's gonna hit it. Here's a 10 pounder. Come on, 10 pounder. 10 pounder. I thought that was. Oh, and I lost my. Oh. That broke my spinnerbait? Really? After all of that? That was a bite. That was a bite. Finally. That was a needlefish. That was a needlefish. Oh no! That's a good one. Be a bass. Come on, be a bass. Be a bass. It's got some grass on it, but it's a bass. All right. Look at all that grass. And there's a bass in there. There's a bass in there. Get her. Let's try it out. We on. Alright, right now we've got number 3 and number 4. Itty bitties. Come on, come up. Be the right one. Uh-oh. Oop. Still on there. There he is. Yeah, he is. Jump in here. All right. Oh, headache. Headache. Ow. Fish. What's stuck in?